Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm Dear Darling. I shall see what's going on a lovely island of Fawnhallow today, where we're relaxing as per usual. You know, had a last minute stream, I suppose, today, because I was like, I don't know if I'm going to really be all that busy on Sunday, but I think I'm probably going to be busy on Sunday, so that's why. And now I'm tired. To be perfectly honest, as I record an Animal Crossing episode and then I'll go do whatever stuff I need to do, to be perfectly honest. I don't really know what I can talk about today, but good evening everyone. Right now in Fawnhallow, it's 10:18 PM on Thursday, May 9th, 2024. Yeah, okay, so Gulliver's here, so, you know, we can ignore that. I start the VTuber avatar open from a stream, close out of this. Yeah, I don't know what to talk about. What's been going on with Dropout? Is there a new Dropout thing for me to watch? Maybe of Smarty Pants Society? I don't know if that's going up every Wednesday or something. r/games, what's going on with that? I heard about Microsoft dropping the Hi-Fi Rush Studio, which is pretty crazy after like saying that we need more people like the Hi-Fi Rush Studio. Certainly not the most expected thing I would say in the world. But yeah, I don't know. Hi-Fi Rush is definitely one of those games which I've always sort of been meaning to check out because I've just heard like really good things about it, like a sort of like music-based action beat 'em up kind of sort of thing. Not necessarily exactly my sort of style of vibe, but oh, wow. There's apparently a tea party going on over here. I don't think I've ever seen 3 villagers all sit there having a fun time. Animal Well came out? Oh yeah. From Video Game Donkey. Was it like what do you call it? Studios? Big Mode Studios, something like that. I was actually reading a thread. Apparently, it's like pretty good, to be perfectly honest. Which is not to say that I didn't expect it necessarily to be good, but I'm just like, you know, it's like I didn't really have, you know, expectations this way or that. Like I didn't really think about it. But I'm happy that it's cool. I'm happy that it's good. You know. I guess the coolest thing is the fact that Video Game Donkey suddenly loves his video games. Have I seen a lot of his videos? I've seen some of his videos, and I do find it's mostly quite amusing. I don't think the humour from him always lands 100% with me, but, you know, he certainly has a passion for video games. The fact that he sort of like put his money where his mouth is, being like, okay, we're going to become a publisher and I'm only going to publish good games, and the first one is good. It's cool, you know. Am I going to play it? Maybe. I think it was on my. It's no longer on my wish list. I don't know why. I had it. I know I used to have it on my wish list, and then I removed it for some reason. Because I was like, maybe I won't like it, but you know, the fact that people are saying it's good makes me go like, okay, you know what? Let's put it on there. It's a very haunting sort of first image that you see on Steam for Animal Wow. It's just like a very sort of spooky image of a cat. I don't know. Its vibes are pretty cool though. With sort of like interesting art style. There's like a sort of weird ghostly apparition-esque feeling to it. Yeah, I don't know. Becoming part. I mean, would I get a no, of course I would get like a publishing studio if I had the opportunity to. I think I said I'd have like a load of different branches. One would like be publishing video games. One would publish like not artwork, but like animations or that sort of thing. Another one can publish, I don't know, books. Another one could be like a music production company or that sort of thing. Like all these different branches under this like one umbrella company. That's a dream, you know, to be able to facilitate creations which I think are cool. Will that ever come to pass? Maybe. You never know. But life is full of surprises, Ed boy. Life has many doors. That's it, Ed boy. Also, I suppose that this is the sort of time I'll be doing my daily missions and my gacha games here and there, because I've not had a chance to. I basically like immediately, you know, came home, ate dinner, and was like, okay, let's stream. So forgive me for doing so, I suppose. Whoa, Shiny Colors has a new loading screen. How fun. I forgot what I was going to say. I don't know if I was going to really say anything, to be perfectly honest. I know there's a new banner. New banners in Project Sakai. More Jump World Link. Had to get the cards from that. Starlight Stage had a new banner. Don't really have much to say about that. Shiny Colours does. It's a perm banner. Not for any of the characters I need or want. Honkai Star Rail. I think I spoke about that yesterday. We'll be improbably lucky. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. I mean, like, it's cool. Like that Big Man has this sort of thing. I'm happy for it. But the fact that its first game, I suppose, is like a hit. I think that's always probably a very sort of worrying thing, especially when you sort of, you know, go in with the idea of like the whole point of this is like, okay, I want some like good games, you know, good games to be published, etc., etc., etc. And then if you sort of like go in with that as a premise, people are very much looking at it being like, okay, well you've got to put your money where your mouth is, and sort of be like, hey, okay, you claim you know games, you claim that you can spot a good game. Now you're the publisher, you've got control, publish a good game. So I'm glad you did. But like, you're putting your money where your mouth is. I don't know necessarily if it's like kind of a scary proposition. Maybe scary is not the right word. It kind of depends. I'm trying to think, because I'm not really someone who tries to make bold claims about myself, to be perfectly honest. I'm very much someone who, I guess, is more understated with how I act about these sort of things. I guess the best way I describe the way I do things is I just kind of do them. And I comment like matter-of-factly after the fact rather than before the fact. I think I'm very much known throughout my friends for not making like, I'm not going to say like rash decisions, but like making sweeping general statements. I'll be like, dear darling, can you do this? And I'd be like, I will do my best, is what I say. Like a very sort of like PR response, isn't it? To be like, I will try to. And we will see what happens. Rather than being like, yes, I can do this. Oh yes, I can. I probably should be like more decisive in that sense. It's not like necessarily out of, I think certainly when I was younger maybe it was more born out of insecurity, but now it's very much more like the sort of thing like I don't want to make a claim that I can't necessarily back up. I could be like, I can try my best, and I can be like, I think I'm confident that I probably could. But say you can, say you can't. Maybe this is the mathematical. Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt your saying, Captain. Sorry. Maybe this is a mathematical sort of like probabilistic side of me. Again, like emerging, just being like, oh, you know, there's not 100% chance of something happening, or like greater than 99.5% or 95% chance of it happening, then, you know, I will temper expectations. In that sense. But, you know, I guess I don't find it that scary a thing to be like, put your money where your mouth is. And even now that I think about it, I don't do that all the time. I feel like a lot of times nowadays I'm certainly much being like, yes, I can do this. Or no, I can't. Which I guess you probably say is like character growth in some sort of regard. I'm trying to think of a good example. I don't really have one, to be perfectly honest, but it's just that sort of like general vibe, right? Because I guess now I take more of a concept being like, do I think I could do this? Yes, I think I could, or no, I don't think I could. And then like if I can or if I can't, then I'd be like, well, okay, I've proved myself right or proved myself wrong. That's just kind of how it is. Maybe that's too detached. Maybe that's too sort of like matter of factly thinking, being like, oh, this is what it is. But putting your money where my mouth is. What do I think is the greatest moment where I had to put my money where my mouth is? That's a great question. Again, I don't really tend to make like over big boasts of that sort of thing. As I say, I try to do things very sort of matter-of-factly. Can I do this? Can I not do this? And then I'll be like, this is exactly what I think I can do. This is exactly what I think I can't do, or something. What's the sort of like money where my mouth is sort of proposition? I don't know. I'm trying to think of a good one off the top of my head. Again, I always come up with these interesting sort of, well, at least in my opinion, sort of somewhat interesting, theoretical theoretical, whatchamacallit? Not concept, questions about me and living and life and that sort of thing. But I never really have an answer, because it's hard to summon all the stories on your mind and see if you can do it. Money where my mouth is sort of thing. I don't know. For some reason, my mind immediately went to Rainbow Six Siege, where I was just like, I think I've said before that I probably make a better anchor than I do Aroma, but I always play Aroma mainly because I'm like, well, namely most of the time I play with my friends, and namely when I play with my friends, I'm like the only one who really knows the map This is just through like pure experience of like playing the game the most. Of course, now so many of the maps have been reworked and stuff. I'm very not as lost as fun, but I'm sort of just like, whoa, where did this wall go? Like, whoa, I swear there was a doorway here before. But I think that's true. I think I do play better. You might be like, what on earth are you talking about? Basically, I think I play a better last line of defense on Siege than necessarily the first line of like distraction. So I'm pretty cool under pressure. You know, I very much keep calm, steady aim, steady heart rate, that sort of thing. And I just sort of like, I just do my best, you know. Have I really proven it? Maybe? I don't know. It's not like I really remember all the times I played Anchor on Siege in history. But I think that'd be a bit of an ambitious thing to think about. I'm just trying to think. You know, is this sort of like the put up or shut up situation? How many times has that happened to me? Not many that I can really think of. There happened times where I've been like, I should have been that person to been like, put up, shut up, you know, like a team task or something, and then been like, oh, you know, I got to make this sort of like final call. I often say that I'd very much prefer to be the person to make a call, and whether it's right or whether it was a wrong call, I don't know. I guess I want to be that one who makes it. I want to be the M in the ear of James, or in the ear of Pennyworth. Is that a name? Money Penny, that's it. And being like, take the shot. Even if, you know, if I think it would lead to the greatest consequence or the best outcome, etc., etc. I mean, technically, I guess I did do that in the pub quiz that happened recently. You might be like, how did you do in the pub quiz? We didn't win. We came third. We were literally one question of our final round away from winning. We were like 9 points off being first place. So it was very close. But basically, if we got any question right or didn't get that one question wrong on the final round, we would have won. Which is, you know, hard to predict. It's obvious to see in hindsight. And one of the things which my friend was jokingly angry at was the fact that there was pictures of these statues, which are something like a faceless passerby or anonymous passerby. I think that's what the statues were called. And it was just like, what European country is this in? And the options were like Germany, Poland. I can't remember the others off the top of my head. Like Belgium and Netherlands or something like that. And my friend was just like, I think this is Poland. Look at the floor tiles. And I was like, what are you talking about? You can't go for floor tiles. And he was just like, the vibes are just Poland. And I was because Poland have loads of statues. I'm like, I'm pretty sure we have a lot of statues in a lot of these European cities and countries. And, you know, I was basically like, don't answer this question because we can't guarantee. But basically, if you get the question wrong, you lose 10 points. Not to say that my friend didn't have like free will or something, but I'm sure he very much listened to me if I was just like, don't answer this question if you don't, if you're not like guaranteed to know the answer. It could be a throw, and in this case, it would have been correct because actually it wasn't Poland. But it's like the sort of like calls you got to make. My response was basically I was like, I didn't think that was a good enough reason to justify going for it. If he did it and he was like, this looks like I don't know. I don't know necessarily what reasoning would have made me go for it. I think it was very much because before we literally just got a question wrong. But maybe I went too far in a tenuous direction. And maybe it was a wrong call. Maybe it was. But it was a call to make at the time. You only have like a few seconds to make it. And I was just like, no, let's not answer it in this case. If you sat me down and thought about and like maybe like choose one of the countries, I think I probably would have chose Poland as well, to be perfectly honest. But it's not the easiest thing to make these split-second decisions, you know. You just got to do it. You just got to not do it. And also, I suppose from my friend's perspective as well, you know, does he go against literally everyone else in the team, being like, don't answer this question, because he believes in his instincts that much? I don't know. Sometimes it's the right call, sometimes it's the wrong call. Or it depends how results-based you are, because I think going against an entire team's decisions is generally the wrong sort of call, you know. Even if it like results in the right answer, you can't do things from like a results-based perspective. You've got to do things on the things which would over time be the best result out of most of the options, right? Because every time that you go in against the entire team's wishes to like answer this question, you know, maybe like 1 time out of 10 or like 1 time out of 5 it works out, and then the other 4 times out of 5 you lose your team points or something like that. It's always hard to, you know, exactly. I feel like human beings in general are sort of like bad at looking at this very large grand scale things in like a probabilistic sense, right? But sometimes it will be right, and it's identifying those moments where it is right is, you know, I suppose a key part of it. when you have enough belief in yourself where you're like, yes, I think this is correct. Because we've all done it. We all done our quiz being like, okay, let's just send it. I think this is correct. And sometimes it works out, you know. The first time that we did it, well, we already done a quiz twice, to be honest. But first time I did a quiz, I sent it on a question which I was like, I think this might be right. And it was wrong. And it was just like, okay, you know. In this case, it worked out because we still won that the round of a quiz anyway. And this time, you know, my friend did it and, well, didn't do it. And it was the results based, the wrong choice to make. Is that really like a shut up or put up or shut up? Not really, but it's, I don't know, just an anecdote I was thinking of. I guess I'm not like a captain for like a sports team or something, so it's not like I've really had opportunities to be like, hey, we've got to do it like this, or we can't do it like this, or like this is the call to make, this is not the call to make, you know. Yeah, I don't really know where I was going with this, to be honest, but hooked on a feeling. Now I'm believing. I'm in love with you. Do. Sorry. Oh, sugar, bum, 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 bum. No, I'm just on Neopets right now, just doing my dailies, doing what I can. I can't believe it. Yes, what was I going to say? I don't remember what I was going to say anymore. My brain's just sort of like gone. I'm trying to think of a good time where I was like, I had to put up or shut up. I really can't think of that. I'm certain it must have happened before. I must have done something and it was just like, okay, well, you better put your money where your mouth is, right? If you're gonna make that sort of claim. Honestly, I don't know. I cannot think of time. I'm almost certain this has happened in my life where I had to do something. Maybe I prove myself, maybe I don't. That's just sort of like who knows. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna wrap this episode up here. I've got no conversational juice left, to be perfectly honest. Anyway, if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm in your darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope to see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now.